damn it, you're not a professional.
Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThatUmbrellaGuy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me.
Like my coffee, extra mad and bitter. And then they're loyal like juice, so yeah, the man's a quitter. He's strapped face up behind the platinum grill. I style faceless, just spit these mic skills. And in the street killer, I will not be denied. That I'm mic'd up, I raise my head with pride. A force of nature cruising the whip, doing walk-bys on your boulevard. Face my vertical cliff. In this land of live streams, baby, I'm on the road. Got my feet on the media, scraping them up my soles. It's that umbrella guy facing the accusers. Cleated outside 14s, crushing all those losers. That umbrella guy, they said we couldn't make it. Never ask permission, just sense I'll go and take it. The media buzzwords, they will never save you. Listen and believe it's meant to enslave you. Challenging the hypocrites, and baby, I'm on fire. They flash titles like they're royalty, but it's true that I'm a journalist. Scribble nursey rhymes, one in this grill in the basket, with a tisket and a tasket, and their morals in a casket. No morals in a casket. They're always pushing make believe and weaving straw to gold, but I'm sick of all the fairy tales and buying what I'm sold. Strolling into the backyard, taking truth on tour, baby, there is sickness, and that umbrella guy's got the cure. Look, it's that umbrella guy knocking at the door. No more ministry of truth than the plot of 1984. They're dumping all my verbal clips. The case is filled with knowledge. They're on the mic like kindergarten, and I'm taking them to college. Why the mask, baby? Cause this has to be a crime. I'll take the mic and boom, they're in the chalk outline. I used to throw elbows, but now I'm dropping nukes. You wrote another hit piece, isn't that cute? And the worst part, they'll never learn it before the stakes start channeling, crash and burn. They pretend that we need to get their permission. That umbrella guy crushing their ambitions. You're not my competition, it's that umbrella. It's that umbrella guy steamrolling them out for fun. Mic check, mic wreck, paging this army of one. There's no hesitation, no doubt, not even a scintilla. The Tokyo baby and me, I'm Godzilla. Crushing them like Godzilla, like Godzilla.
Like Godzilla, baby. How's it going, folks? Welcome to an After the Holidays Day, starring the one, the only, the co-conspirator, according to documentation. Megalodon's foe.
I'm
Man.
back and I'm singing because apparently singing gets you into legal documents.
Oh my God, that was amazing. I was like, talk about butthurt.
No, the funniest part is when it was sent to me, the notice that there was something on the docket, I looked at it was just the screenshot of the docket, I thought. And I'm looking at it and I see there's a motion to seal the deposition. And I'm like, what an idiot this guy is. But I didn't notice that the person who sent it to me also sent me the motion. Literally an entire day goes by before I go back to my email and somebody had responded to it. And I look and there's the motion. I can't believe you didn't text me and be like, look at this shit. What is this? I couldn't believe it. I'm reading it, rolling around on the floor.
I figured when you
laughing.
saw it, you would be like, holy God, that's amazing.
That's why I don't understand why you weren't like, did you read it? Because I said,
oh my God, when I
"Did you
read it,
see
I knew you would see it. If nothing else, you would see it off the, oh God, it's amazing.
It's insane. It's insane, you guys. It's insane. I can't explain it any other way. I can't wait to read this nonsense. But by the way, it's funny that you played that song because that's my favorite song, by the way. And I was like, he should play the Godzilla song tonight. And then you did. You played it. I was like, you're like reading my mind.
Hale to the yes. That's it.
I love that song. It's my favorite.
Between that, I mean, this has been a kind of a glorious last couple of days because between that and there was a there was a I'm just going to show you a shot of this real fast. There was a video. I don't know how I ever didn't have this, but check this out. There was also a voice from Albertini. There's another one out there.
No.
Yeah, look at this. That's me.
Oh,
how do I get this fucking a-hole that I really got? It's another one about me.
Every time I hear that clip, by the way, was he talking to a 911 operator?
Yeah, that was a legit 911. So, okay, so this is okay. So check this out.
A 911 operator on the phone that long listening to that garbage. I would have been like, sir, there are people bleeding out right now on the other line. I need to go.
Yeah, he called. So there were 3 conspirators, him and 2 other female. One of them actually wrote me after a little while because they realized how bad this stuff was and how crazy he was. And they were like, look, I'll tell you some of the stuff these people have been up to. Just don't sue me, please, because they figured out, wait a minute, we've opened ourselves up to a lot of liability because, they called 6 different states and put in police reports. They filed false police reports with the Fed and they called agencies trying to take us. I mean, it's crazy stuff. They went to the ADL and said that I did a Ghostbusters symbol, like burned into it was like a little hater Ghostbusters thing. And they said that was, some kind of racist symbol. Yeah, at the ADL. But I didn't believe, when it first started, I was like, did they call, 911? So I called 911, I called the, non-emergency line, and I was like, hey, can I find out if anybody called? They're like, nah, there's none of that. So I was like, y'all are full of shit. So one of them posted the 911 call. They were like, oh yeah, we did. That was the call. I was like, oh my God, this is glorious.
Every time I hear it, I think he has a lot of skill that he can keep a 911 operator on the phone that long about this garbage. Like, sir, what is your actual emergency? Are you bleeding? Because if you are not bleeding, I'm hanging up.
Well, that's what you get with a really rural area. We have a very. She
was so bored. She was like, all right, I'm going to listen to this.
She was like, well, it's not about drunks or people squabbling about the bathtub methods. So the little people's in the walls.
God, there's so much to talk about tonight too. Like, what are we even going to do? Where are we even going to start? I don't even know. I'm drowning in it. I'm barely breathing. I don't know where to start.
I'm telling you, the next few days are going to be glorious. There's something coming. And if that happens, that's going to be amazing. And then we also...
There's lots of somethings coming. There's multiple somethings coming.
We have some email exchanges, which I want to dedicate a show to those. So I'm not going to do those yet, but those are amazing. BBB, he's going to have a shit fit after this week's over.
Oh, my favorite. His motion is so much garbage and crying. It's all him crying to the judge, begging a judge to relieve him from his suffering because people are making fun of him online. I'm not kidding. I wish I was kidding.
Oh
I
my
wish
God.
this person was an adult, but he is not an adult. He is a whiny crybaby, and he got his fill today at the deposition, I hear. So I'm not going to go into any details about what I know about it, but I'll just say this. I think he walked away with a limp when
That's
it was
hilarious.
over.
Well, apparently, see, this is funny too, because they talked a lot of shit, a lot of it about how they were going to review Jeremy's depot and they were going to do this and that. They were going to turn it into fodder, essentially. And now all of a sudden they want to hide it. They want to be like, no, we can't. What happened?
Yeah, I'm shocked. I thought this was his moment to really shine and show everybody that Jeremy is this terrible person that he's been saying, and that he was gonna, he's gonna depose him and, bring it on. Let's see it. I mean, I will cover that shit. I will watch it every bit as much as I watched Lynette Preston's. And if Jeremy ended up, being shown to be this terrible person, I'd show that to you. But he doesn't want us to see it, Doug. He wants the judge to seal it from the public.
He's a big man. He's a big buddy. He
doesn't want us to see him practice, that law thing he says that he does. He doesn't want to see us practicing it for some reason.
See, this week sometimes too. So there's Shizzy Wiznut had a new reading, which was beautiful, by the way. That was actually good too. So we have Yamaha again. Like that'll be sometime this week.
By the way, I have a very special video from Yamaha Biker that I will be debuting tomorrow night with Tuesday with Tug. He made it specifically at my request, a reading of one of Shizzy's letters in the voice of Alan Rickman. For those of you who don't know who Alan Rickman is, that would be Snape from Harry Potter. It is the funniest thing I have ever heard. This man is so talented. Awesome. So we will be debuting that tomorrow night on Tuesday with Tug on my channel, my big comeback after the holiday. So bring your breadsticks. You're going to need them. It's going to be fun. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
There were also, since the Hater channels interestingly brought this up, I'll note it. But like I said, I want to dedicate an entire stream to this because it's so good with it. But BBB and Squid Pro Quo, they had a little back and forth.
God, he just won't give up on her.
I mean, it's wild. It also, when I read through it, I took him to mean that he wasn't going to end up dumping all of that out onto a channel, and there it was, so we'll be definitely going over that. I'm going to make sure that that he's going to cry a lot. It's going to be fun. She's going to get some subs off of it. It's going to be a good time.
I don't understand why they put so much effort into her. Like, it's not just him, but his entire what the hales media ecosystem goes after her. And I don't know what she's done exactly. She has and this is not no shade on Squid, love Squid, but she has a really small channel that's just starting up. And it's almost like they're targeting her to destroy that,
That's what it feels. They target her like she's weak, and I'm like, the woman's background, right?
I know she's a vet, for crying out loud.
You ain't gonna crack her. I mean, come on. But they target her like that. It's so weird. It's so.
Oh yeah, but what's funny is that he is always stalking her streams, and he got gifted a membership the other day. He thought he was being, all like, undercover, and then somebody gifted memberships and he got one. I mean, that is so freaking funny. Do these people not know how to avoid that? You can't be a member of the channel. You can't subscribe. You can't be a subscriber and be incognito in the chat because you could get gifted a membership. If you want to just like silently watch, you can't be subscribed to the channel, you dumbass.
I do want to bring up one thing, actually, before we get into the documentation. So there's been after the wall grift ended, there always has to be some horror that they blame on Jeremy, even though there's no proof that he had anything to do with something. And they started talking about a memorial. Now, when I talk about this, I want to make very clear too. I'm not laughing at anyone's loss or anything like that. That's horrible. It's absolutely horrible that somebody loses someone close to him. But they've been saying that he tore down this memorial. He did all these horrible things. Well, interestingly enough, there's video of the memorial and him talking about it. And I got this picture in my head of, this giant memorial and everything. And the thing I see in the video, let's just look at it. Let's check this out. There's a minute of footage, but I think it's worth checking out here. So this was actually posted on the What the Hales, I'm going to call it fan group, even though these days I don't know if fan page is the right way to say it with all the party crashers there these days. But,
yeah, I don't know. But the crazy part is the hate channels are blaming Jeremy or somebody that Jeremy knows on the memorial that has been somehow lost or taken down. We don't even know, really. We don't know what happened.
They just had a hurricane. Oh my God.
I know. And when you see, at first I thought it was like a cross in the ground or something like that. Wait until you see what it actually is. And the idea they have taken this now and they are grifting on a new memorial. They are raising money, fundraising again for this memorial. Let's just see what it really was.
1 minute of this. It's not long. It's from one of, again, he's talking about it himself. So you listen to what he has to say and you look at what he's talking about here. Make up your mind. So check this out.
House on your property? Yes. Literally built the house on the property. You guys see these bows right here on the tree? This is another.
Okay, so this is a memorial, by the way.
Bows. Two bows.
Yeah. So, and again, I'm not trying to make fun of anything or anything with that. I'm just saying when people started bringing up memorial and everything else, I was imagining something else. I was imagining something hard to tear down.
I was like a cross in the ground, maybe. Like I've seen these on the side of the road and whatnot. No, it's bows attached to some twigs. And that's it. Now, listen to the way he's talking about it, though, because this is not a man who's annoyed by these things.
No, he has nothing negative to say.
The chat just said it's a memorial, Florida man style.
Well, when I heard about it, again, they had a hurricane for real. Like legitimately had a hurricane. We do remember that, right?
Two of them.
Yeah. I mean, so a couple of bows, maybe.
Yeah, like how are they attached to that? Like this is not something someone had to come in the middle of the night with like a sledgehammer and take down. They easily could have blown off. The sticks could have broken. They are attached to sticks with what? Twist ties? I know the backs of those bows have like little twist ties. Like that's how you attach them to packages. It's got to be just little twist ties.
This one, it looks like it's already hanging.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So listen to what he has to say about it.
Death on the property. And so there was a local man who was on his ATV and he actually flipped the ATV and he passed away right here. Now, the way we found out about this is our fans reached out to us. His parents reached out to us and said, we want to talk to you. We didn't even know when we moved here. His parents lived right around the corner. We went to go meet their parents and they told us the entire story. And we went, okay, those bows got to stay there. They got to be there. That's nice. And so he passed away right here.
Oh my God. What did he just say? Those bows have got to stay here. They've got to be here.
Yeah.
Because he heard this story, the personal thing, he met the parents and like, oh yeah, this has to stay. By the way, anybody saying they need to raise money to replace these two bows are a bunch of freaking liars. Those bows cost about $8 at Michael's. And if you can't go and purchase two bows and replace them, for $8, come on, you need hundreds of dollars. You need to grift on your audience and lie to them that you need money to replace this memorial. Come on. If this isn't evidence that they are just grifting on anything they possibly can. At least when we tell you, and by the way, if you like the show, send breadstick money because it's appreciated.
Yeah,
And
I'm not telling you I'm raising
it
money for
supports the show.
shit.
Yeah, no, we're raising money here for Tug and his family and the Candy Fund. Okay, that's what we're raising money here for. This is not a fundraiser. This is what Tug does for a living, and
It's
or at least
beginning to
one
look
of
a
them.
lot like Christmas, and, my
And
kids keep
Christmas is
reminding me.
coming. We don't lie to you. We don't tell you. We're not telling our audience, hey, send us money for this. We're going to build a nice memorial where this memorial was taken down and, oh, it was so terrible. And this is a lie. This is a flat out lie that anything was taken down, destroyed, anything that needs money to be replaced. There is no money that needs to be. I could replace that for $16.
Dude, I mean, seriously, like, no hate, no ugly. If the family wanted to replace 2 bows out there, I'd have gone. I'd have found the best bows I could at fucking Michael's or somewhere, and I would have mailed them some. I would have, I would have given them something to put that up. No shit. No, it didn't have to be anything. Never had to discuss it whatsoever. Would have just done it behind everything.
Yeah, just got the bows and put them back up. I mean, you got to be kidding me that they're raising money now for days and days. I never looked into this until you brought this up. And I was like, I knew it was bullshit but I'm trying not to pay attention to what's going on over there. Right. I mean, who needs this? But my God, it's too freaking, you could get those bows at the dollar store. Somebody just said, you're right. You can get them at the dollar store. But if you want to go big and nicer, you go to Michael's and you get them for $8 a bow.
Yeah.
This is so stupid. All right. So Jan says this video was a while ago. The stuff that got removed was a floral arrangement of some kind. Okay. Like a wreath. All right.
So there was a floral arrangement too.
So $25.
But do you get, well, here's the question though. Do you get from Jeremy speaking here, do you get the feeling that he's going to be like, oh, I'm going to go and do this shit? Nobody's shown any proof that this guy, for all we know, I'll just leave it at other people could have well removed it. We don't know.
Weren't there some people down there recently who really hate Jeremy and they were like wandering around the neighborhood doing shit? I think there were some people down there recently causing some shit, building a fence, doing like stalking George and stuff. I feel like maybe some of them might have had something to do with these missing bows. You know what else they had to say? They said they had footage of whoever did this. Where's the footage? Play the footage.
Isn't this in his property? Like,
supposedly.
Are they creeping around his property and stuff? I mean, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, but it's an awful lot of fuss to make over 2 ribbons and even a floral arrangement.
Okay, yeah, if they got a floral arrangement, awesome, man. Like I said, the point is, in listening to this, I'm not. This was put out there to the public. So he's talking about that. He talked about, actually, let me play the other few seconds of this, just to throw it all in there.
And there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions of what actually really happened. The one witness, and this is what the parents has told us, the one witness that was actually there refuses to talk about it. Wow. And so there are many questions surrounding his death, but this is where he passed away, right up here.
So no negativity detected in that whatsoever.
Nope.
Like I said, no spite, no nothing. And if I've learned one thing about Jeremy, if he had a problem with something, he seems pretty prone to say things. He's not somebody like hiding emotions. He's pretty spot on about telling people what he thinks about something. And he just told you, hey, this stuff could stay there forever.
It's really garbage. It's just garbage. They take every opportunity to slander this man and to say bad things about him. Every opportunity they can to harm him, to hurt him, hurt his business, harm his reputation. It's really gross. It's gross. I'm so tired of it.
I hope people keep a tab on how much money is there that has been raised for this memorial.
Yeah, how much money have they raised for the memorial?
I don't know, but here's a little kicker too. Since they're not actually treating it like a fundraiser and they're taking super chats for it, YouTube takes its fee, and they're taking hundreds of dollars out of it because they're not treating it like a fundraiser.
Yeah, YouTube gets 30%. 30% of every super chat goes to Google. So you're not supposed to run a fundraiser through your super chats. There is a thing you do on, I've never done it, but you can click like a thing for a fundraiser when you're setting up a stream. And there are rules involved in fundraising. This is not how it's done. You don't take super chats for a fundraiser. Whenever I do fundraisers for people, we do it through like a GoFundMe or a Give, Send, Go. I don't do it through, my super chats are always my super chats. They don't go anywhere else but my show. And then that money gets put back into the show. There are expenses. There's StreamYard to pay for, which is extremely expensive. Oh my God, that's coming
Suno
up.
AI. I gotta pay for my.
I gotta pay from all my Suno AI.
Yeah.
I gotta pay. It goes back into the show. Like that's where your money is going when you send it to, whether you send breadstick money to me or you send it to Tug. It goes back into the show. It goes to Christmas presents for our kids, and we're upfront about that. If we're doing a fundraiser, it's not going to be through super chats because that is bullshit and you're going to get audited.
There's no transparency whatsoever.
None.
And, there's other outside other ways that are being used for fundraising too. At least there were for the fence. That was what was noted, all these other ways of collecting money. So you have no idea how much money's going to get. But there should definitely be some transparency to that. And all of that money, every fucking cent should be going to that. So I don't know. It just grosses me out because, we've got a case right now. That's what's there, and another case, and another case. And yet we have people running constant PR trying to ruin this dude. I mean, absolutely demolish his reputation. And personally, I think that they're trying to hit him, right in the mental health. I think they're trying to tear him down, and they're trying to drive him to some tragic end. That's my personal opinion.
Oh, I absolutely think so. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't aiming for him to do something terrible. Frankly, we've seen it before where online mobs get together and harass someone to the point of an irreversible decision. And I think that's not off the table where these people are concerned. I feel like they have a lot of hatred, so much hatred toward him. It's out of control, you guys. It's off the charts. It's off the charts.
Screaming about him and the insanity. And again, guess what happened? I heard some dogs. He did this. And I mean, it's just fucking craziness.
What happened? By the way, speaking of that, so when the haters were all descended on Jeremy's neighborhood and stalking his girlfriend and doing all the things they were doing, they claimed that they had talked to many citizens of Otter Creek who had lots and lots of negative stories about Jeremy, and they were going to be exposing those over the coming days. Well, that's weird. Because they told the one story about the alleged chihuahuas that got smushed in the road. And then that was it. There was nothing else. Nothing else followed it. I haven't heard one other story from them about
did you
all
see
these people.
Whoa, fuck. Something just on StreamYard went rock in my ear. I was like, oh my God.
What was it?
It was like some kind of weird audio feedback. It attacked me. It bit me, Megan. But what's fascinating in one of the videos that he has talking about dogs, I played this the other night. She actually talked about her dogs. She said he let one of his dogs out, or actually it was the same dog. The way I take it, looking at it first, I thought they were talking about different dogs, but I guess it's about the same ones. But either she blamed John Cook for letting them out or rolling over on it and mushing it. So that's in one of his videos too. Let's see. Oh, it's so bizarre, man. You can see the here, check this out. I'm not going to play the thing, but I'll pull up there's some horrifically graphic stuff in this too, like the wording, and I don't want to pull that up, but I do. Like, John let Precious out when we lived at the Granger's campground. He forgot about the dogs. dogs. Like he let the dogs out.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
And then there was,
Oh no.
then,
Oh no.
Bella, he rolled over on her.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, the
Why?
dog
What is
thing.
with all these? What is with all the dead dogs in Otter Creek?
I'm
We got
just like,
Dead Dog Road. We got 2 smushed chihuahuas. We got Precious that got rolled over
oh
on.
my
What is,
God. It's like
you
the
know what?
12
Otter
days of
Creek.
Otter Creek Christmas, you know?
Otter Creek is not a safe place for dogs or
Oh,
children,
my
is what
Lord.
I've learned. That's what
We'll put
I've
them in one of
learned.
those little bubble boy things. Let them run down the road in that. You know?
Oh God.
Oh, my
Okay, can we get
God.
to the motion? I can't. I can't. I'm too excited to read the whining and
Okay,
the
let's do it.
crying.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Can we do it?
Yes, let me.
Look,
let me
by the
just-
way, I have a goal in life, which is to stay out of any motions that are written in court, especially if it's a case I'm covering. I really don't like being mentioned
This
in
was
motions.
funny,
But
though.
I have to say I may be changing my opinion.
Oh, this one, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I even had to go over to Twitter and be like, haha, did you see this, people? This is great.
I mean, it is ridiculous. I mean, this is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever read in my entire life.
Yes. Now, this, if people haven't seen anything about it, this is a motion to preclude plaintiff from publishing or sharing depositions. And it's fascinating. You know, again, they kept talking about how they were gonna drop it out there like it was hot, remember? I mean,
Yeah, they were so thrilled about it. They said that it was going to show Jeremy as, you know, this terrible person or whatever the hell. But they were going to play it on their channel.
debunked the way it goes.
Debunked. I need my debunked t-shirt. Oh, where's Jeremy? I need to put Jeremy on my soundboard screaming debunked.
You do. You want to do paragraph to paragraph? You want to read one and then I read one?
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to start or do you want
Yeah,
to
you
start?
start it.
All right. The defendants move for an order precluding the plaintiff, Jeremy Hales, from publishing deposition videos or audio on his YouTube channel or other platform or social media, or from sharing audio, video, or written transcripts of depositions with third parties. Oh, I was wrong. He did include written transcripts. Damn it.
You were laughing too hard. You were like, no, oh no.
I didn't notice he included depositions. I was like, well, I'll show you. We'll do a dramatic reading.
I really need a dramatic reading of this. Oh my God. And you know, if he locks it away, even if they do manage that, which they may, they won't lock it away forever.
No, it can't be. It can't be. Did Jeremy just said I wore the debunked shirt today for your deposition? Are you serious? Oh my God. Oh, so awesome.
Good job.
Jeremy, please send me a WhatsApp audio recording of you just screaming debunked. I want to put it on my StreamYard.
Hell yeah. Oh, that'd be amazing. Okay. Mr. Hale's plans to videotape all depositions, not for any legitimate litigation purpose. So he's not using it
Wait
for
a minute.
litigation.
Hold on. I actually asked Jeremy today, did you videotape it? And he was like, no, we didn't have a guy. I'm like, what? So wait, let me get this straight. Mr. Hale's plans to videotape all depositions, but he didn't have a guy today. So there goes debunked. Debunked.
It kills me. They're like, it's not for legitimate litigation, but to create content for his YouTube channel, What the Hales, and several other channels acting as What the Hell surrogates. I admit, I'm having his babies. What is this? Surrogates?
Wait a minute. The triplets are not Jeremy's. They're mine. Those are my triplets.
You ain't stealing my babies.
You're not stealing the babies.
Oh no.
But I am having the babies if you don't hit like and subscribe and right now. So make sure that you hit like and subscribe or I'm having the babies.
Yes, and while you're at it, make sure to send some powdered milk fund.
Send some formula money because triplets are freaking expensive.
Exactly. That is Formula 1, 2, and 3. Oh my god.
You know, I should have put that sonogram as an avatar. Why didn't I do that? That would have been hysterical. Damn it. I don't have it.
I don't know if I still have it.
I don't think you saved it.
I don't know, man. Let me check.
I do like this one though. This avatar is super cringe. This is a fun one right here.
I've been playing with AI a lot.
I know.
Cool.
I know. Look at you. Wait, I'm trying to get you up there. Quit clicking buttons.
Don't click buttons on your own stream, Doug.
Stop clicking buttons on your stream.
They gave me some cool ones. Yeah, see, awesome,
so good.
Yeah, they gave you like a low rent like actress.
I know.
With blonde hair.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'm very upset with Grok right now. Very upset with Grok. I couldn't even play the Grok game that everyone was playing because it just looked too absurd. It gave me a Barbie doll. I said, draw me. It drew a literal Barbie doll. And I'm like, how does that look like me? It doesn't look anything like me. I think it was trying to draw the other Megan Fox with blonde hair. That's all I can think of.
With. Yeah, because it looked like a Barbie doll version of the other Megan Fox.
So stupid. It was so stupid. And it doesn't look like me at all. And I even tried to make it less attractive. I was like, I have a rounder face, a bigger nose, and I'm fatter than that. And it still wouldn't do it. Do it. And I'm like, older. This girl is like 20. I'm 48. It wouldn't do it. Grok is extremely sexist, and Grok pretends like 48-year-old women don't exist.
Okay.
The only women that Grok can actually make are in their 20s.
Actually, somebody sent me a picture. I want to pull that up real fast. Give me a second. I got to pull this out of my email. Okay.
Okay.
So, it's back on the memorial thing.
I'll hum while you're doing that.
Apparently, that makes some people very angry.
Yes, we have to have more singing on this stream.
Why the fuck is it always the girl from Ipanema though? Why always?
I don't know, because I know it annoys you, and you'll be singing it for the next several days.
Yeah. That's why you never get another avatar. Ever. You're like, why can't I have another avatar? Because of this, Megan.
It's because of this.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't help it. I like bothering you. I like bothering you. What can I say? It's funny.
Okay, so somebody said this is supposed to be the memorial, by the way. This was what they were saying that was there as well. So there was another bow and a smaller cross pushed in.
How much money does that cost? That looks like a wood cutout you can get at Michael's. Again,
I'm gonna say $12 is what I'm gonna not being a dick about it. I think it's about $12.
Yeah, I mean, this is not something you need to do a fundraiser for. There's literally a piece of wood and now we have 3 bows and possibly a floral arrangement. Like, this is not a reason to hold a fundraiser. What the heck are they going to? And by the way, whatever they're fundraising for is probably something that Jeremy will hate, and they're going to put it on his property because he won't like it specifically. It's like they're setting him up. They're setting him up in the beginning.
Is that really memorializing someone and remembering them, trying to make somebody angry? And it's just, that's so nasty.
Yeah, I mean, look, that cross, by the way, also, look how small it is. That absolutely been washed away in the hurricane.
It could. That's what I keep thinking with everything with it. And again, I'm not trying to be a dick in saying that either. I'm not at all. You're talking about avatars, by the way. I like this idea that it had. So check this out. It kept putting it like it's an umbrella, like a mask on an umbrella.
I love that.
Yeah, you hold it above your face. That's awesome. Like, I thought that was
so
cool.
good. It
Yeah.
made you so many cool ones. I'm so jealous. I'm so freaking jealous. I can't even. I need to have a weird mask for a face. Grok cannot make my face. Like
That's what you needed. You'd be like, damn it, I want a weird mask for a face.
I want a weird mask for a face. I totally screwed up. I screwed up this whole online persona thing. I should have been faceless. It's so much cooler to be faceless.
What have I done wrong? I'm reviewing my entire life now. Okay.
Oh, but I was working on a new Fox avatar. Because the Hey channels have started calling me Beggin' Megan.
Beggin' Megan, I love it.
And I thought that it was funny to make some of these. Where did they go? I made some that were absolutely hilarious about Fox begging on the side of the street. I'll have to debut those tomorrow night because I'll find them. They're very funny.
Begging Megan. I'm going
to be begging like you've never heard tomorrow night because I missed an entire week of work with Thanksgiving and the traveling and everything. So yeah, I'm going to have the tin can out. I'm going to be shaking it and it's going to be great.
You need a soundboard sound for that.
I know.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
He's already demonstrated his abuse of litigation. Really? It's abuse of litigation by publishing a 7-hour videotape Zoom deposition of Michelle Preston, taken by his present counsel last January during a state TRO action in which Miss Preston was the plaintiff for the purpose of entertaining his audience. That's written terribly, by the way. For the purpose of entertaining his audience by mocking and humiliating her throughout the broadcast.
I mean, I don't understand this. And that wasn't the purpose. It was not for entertainment. The purpose was to show the legal process and what he was going through. And it just happened to be one of the funniest things we ever saw. It just happened to be the most entertaining deposition I've ever seen in my whole life.
If he would have described that, no one would have believed that it was real.
No one would have believed that. No one.
I think we're gonna just because of this really motivates me to play that. Now,
I haven't even finished it yet. I haven't. He lies in this he lies in this, by the way.
Oh yeah. We'll point that out
because I haven't finished. I haven't finished like the last 3 or 4 hours. I'm still like only halfway.
I was on the 5th segment, which I'll have to figure out where that is in there. I was having too much fun with, but there's been so much stuff in this. I've had time to cover it.
I know it's hard to stay on one topic because it's hard to get through a 7-hour deposition when things keep popping up every freaking day. All right, here we go. That state court TRO proceeding was voluntarily dismissed by Ms. Preston on September 4th, with Levy County Circuit Court Judge William Davis.
Give me a minute. I'm going to zoom the other one and lock it in.
And yeah, why was it dismissed if she had such a great case? And by the way, that just because you dismiss something does not mean that your deposition, which you asked for, doesn't get released. Because it does.
Case. I mean, are we saying that we shouldn't have seen what her case actually?
Yeah, that was her side. Yeah, she was telling her side. I mean, I thought we were supposed to show her side.
It's just amazing.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, it's amazing they consider like going through her actual depo as bullying, harassment.
It's not our fault that it was ridiculous. It's not our fault she behaved so badly. It's not our fault that she did the thing she did on camera. It's not our fault she was screaming at John off the camera. It's not our fault that she was screaming at her kid. None of that is our fault. So the judge admonished the parties, saying posting on YouTube or any other type of social media is going to discourage this from ever happening again. So I'm warning you, this is a court order not to do that. Okay. And that would be the risk of contempt of court. By the way, this is false. He is misquoting the judge. He is misquoting the judge completely. because the judge was talking about posting the conversation they had about the settlement on YouTube. He was not talking about the proceeding that was public that I showed on my channel because I got it from the court. Clearly, that can be posted on YouTube. Clearly, that is not what Judge Davis was talking about. He was talking about the mediation session, not the. And is he trying to say that he was talking about the deposition? Because that's not what he was talking about.
Yes, that's exactly what he's playing on.
So he's lying.
He's just straight up lying.
Straight up lying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Isn't that amazing though? I'm not.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So he says, defying Judge Davis's warning, that very night, Mr. Hales broadcast a video on YouTube titled "I Won in Court," boasting about the dismissal and promoting the January deposition video to be shown in the coming days. Yeah, so he was allowed to say he won in court. He was allowed to say that she dropped it. He was allowed to do. The judge did not tell him he can't make YouTube videos anymore.
No, it's ridiculous to think that he, again, he's paid plenty of money on, again, her court case. He can talk about that. She publicized it. Just like it's crazy for them to try to lock any of these. I mean, they've publicized the shit out of these all of this. Every document that comes up, they publicize. He begs us to read his shit.
Yep.
But of course, again, it shows like it's only what he wants covered, that it's so transparent again and again. What really makes him mad too are few numbers and items like that.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, so he says here that it garnered 188,000 views, about twice that of the typical What the Hales video. That's also not true.
That's actually not accurate at all.
No.
Again,
he's got plenty of videos that go over that number.
Millions of his.
Yeah. Look at his coin pusher videos and then tell me that's some big deal.
Like again, like calling this out. Let's call it out real quick. Let's be real about this. Give me 1 second. I want to fucking call
Jeremy
that out.
Jeremy has a lot of videos that get bigger hits than that.
He's had huge videos on that channel. You don't get to 700,000 plus. Actually, where's he at? 726,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get to that without it. So let's check out some of these numbers really fast. This is looking on the popularity index here. Now look, the big one here, 4.9 million. That's his big video. And look at all these that are cracking 1 million. These are the million hits.
How did you sort that?
There's
like most popular,
latest, popular, oldest.
Oh, so, that's cool.
Yeah, I wanted to see. Popular. So look how many are just at
4.9 million views, 2.6. Look at these numbers.
Look, it rolls all the way down to here. So all of this
is full of crap.
Yeah. I mean, that's insane. And then, 188,000.
The coin pusher videos are all 950,000, almost 1 million views on those.
Just look at the number. Okay, because he was saying 188,000. Just to make a point here. Again, I don't want to scroll through every video, and I'm scrolling a little fast too, folks. But these are the 400,000s. Look how long I've been scrolling already.
Yeah, it goes a long way down.
Yep. And the thing, like him covering court cases actually doesn't do the greatest for it. Like going in and doing this comparatively. I mean, he does good numbers, I like his numbers, not for the amount like this kind of stuff, he pays in, he buys a storage unit, or they take some money, they have a bit of fun, this other stuff that he's had to deal with. Nobody would want that for that return. But look, I'm still going. I am still going. I'm not even under the 200,000 mark yet. I mean, you get the point here. Like I said, I don't want to scroll forever because I feel like it would take forever to get to 188. No,
you seriously have to go way, way, way down before you get to even close to 122,000.
But he's like, the average. I mean, you can call that shit. That is absolute lie right there. And yeah, when people talk about, though, you winning court, I mean, people were invested in that. It is, again, as we've noted many times here, this is a story of public interest. They
Yep.
make that point. 188,000 views on this right here. What does that tell you? Public interest. If they think it's not, then why don't they crack out a few 188,000 if you can break 100,000 on a video? Then we'll talk.
Yep.
So then, from September the 5th to September the 13th, Mr. Hale showed the entire 7-hour January deposition from the dismissed TRO action in segments filling 8 daily pre-recorded video episodes on What the Hale's YouTube channel. Throughout the broadcast, Mr. Hales openly mocked, humiliated, and threatened. Threatened?
I like how he doesn't specify how.
Yeah, of course. Never, never. Yeah, while thousands of his fans wrote live chats. How exactly did they write live chats?
On a pre-recorded video.
Yeah, he didn't debut them either. He put them up. He doesn't do, debuts where you watch it come up for 45 minutes or whatever, He just drops the video. So if they're dropping comments on it, it is not a live chat. So ridiculous, man. What
he just doesn't know how YouTube works.
Of course not. And comments of the same tone and tenor. Man, they have the same tone and tenor of
Of what? And this
I guess
this
of Jeremy.
This
How
word,
do you know they have the same tenor?
and this word humiliating. This is a subjective word. I care about words. I'm a writer. Humiliation is subjective. It's different from person to person. What would humiliate one person would make somebody else laugh.
But her own deposition is humiliating to her.
Yeah, then maybe she shouldn't have acted so crazy. I mean, if she humiliated herself, who is to blame for that? She's the one who was screaming at Randy and making a total fool out of herself. And by the way, his characterization of Randy coming up in this really irks me, because I never saw a lawyer be so accommodating and trying to be calm. The guy had the patience of Job.
He did. He very much did.
I mean, I'm like, I would have left already. I wouldn't have put up with this for another second. Meanwhile, he's like, ma'am, could you send me that text message? Well, let me walk you through how to do it then. Okay, well, you just go to the message. And I mean, he's like giving her step-by-step instructions. I want to know where does this bad, horrible lawyer part come in?
I wonder if the judge will be interested in proof she wrote the signs. That's a weird thing to actually highlight, considering, maybe the judge will go in there and start. I mean, isn't that one of the main items that they're arguing about? So if her words are in there, again, we already have some of her words, where they talk about it. Yeah. Oh, John posted that, not me. I didn't post those. So, okay. That's another weird thing, by the way. I got thinking about that. So they're just going to tell me that John posted random signs. Like, where would they have come from then? Are you telling me there's some rando wrote some signs and somehow in some way we got to this totally not attached to that? Didn't write them, didn't have anything to do with it. He just posted these. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense to me at all.
Nope, no sense at all.
But here, let's look at some wonderful titles. September the 13th, she destroyed evidence in court proceedings. By the way, thanks for marking all these so I can figure out where I was off, and that way I can use this as a checklist,
Yeah.
Proof she wrote signs in court proceedings. September the 11th, she incriminated her friends in court proceedings. September the 10th, she got caught in her lies in court proceedings. Let me go over another page here. Oh man, what a freaking document here. 1 second, I'm locking this.
And we haven't even got to the crazy part yet.
Oh no, this is going to get.
I have to warn you, there's going to be a dramatic reading.
September the 9th, she's on meth in court proceedings.
Oh, God. I don't think I ever saw that one.
I haven't gotten there yet. September the 7th, she tried to call the cops in court proceedings. September the 6th, she screamed at my lawyer in court proceedings.
That absolutely happened. I saw it.
And September the
Remember
5th,
when Randy was like, "Ma'am, why are you yelling? Ma'am, I can hear you just fine. I'm not yelling at you. Could you not yell at me?"
he was very nice throughout
He
all
was
that.
so nice. The idea that he did anything wrong is absurd.
Yes. It's ridiculous. But, you know, again, they try to say,
Remember when he was like, "Let's call the judge." Okay, we'll call the judge right now.
yeah,
Okay.
that's actually a good thing that needs to be brought. You know, well, that'll have its moment, right, in just a minute. And September the 10th, or 5th, she lied under oath in court proceedings. So here we go. You want this one?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Hale's counsel, same as present counsel, acquiesced in creating the content. Oh, this is something else. So he is accusing Randy of being involved in Jeremy's content creation on his channel, which is absurd. Randy, his lawyer, has nothing to do with what Jeremy posts on his channel. I guarantee you Randy has way too much to do than involve himself in what Jeremy is posting every day.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to guess that he's busy, you know, because he's an actual big lawyer, you know. He goes out and does a lot of work here.
yeah, he has cases, like actual cases and actual clients to go help. So same as present counsel, acquiesced in creating the content with a videotaped Zoom deposition throughout which he regularly harangued, scolded, and threatened Miss Preston, who was unrepresented, in order to maximize her stress and to fluster her to evoke emotional responses that would make compelling content. Are you serious? Is he serious? He thinks that a lawyer cared more about making compelling content than doing his job and getting answers to the questions that would help him in court.
Lawyers like to win, Bruce. They like to win.
Can you imagine even saying to your lawyer, like, "Okay, look, I need this deposition to be entertaining." Well, you know, any lawyer would look at you and be like, "What did you just say to me? Shut up, sit down, be quiet."
And the reason that he was entertaining wasn't because he was entertaining. It was because of her, you know, when it played off, like the patience, everything that came across.
Yeah, Randy is absolutely not entertaining. Randy's not very entertaining at all. He's like really soft-spoken, and there's nothing really that entertaining about how Randy is as a lawyer, which is absolutely fine. You don't really want your lawyer to be entertaining. You want your lawyer to know what he's doing, know the law, you know, be helpful with the judge and not get on the judge's bad side. And even still, Randy managed to find the one judge that just wanted to kill him for no reason. And it's just unfortunate, but Randy is not the most entertaining lawyer I've ever seen. No
Look
shade.
at this, that next part too.
This occurred despite Miss Preston literally begging Mr. Hales' counsel for a continuance in order to retain counsel the very next day while trying to monitor her young child during the deposition. Okay, wait. Yeah, she begged him for a continuance, and he said, "Okay, let's call the judge."
Let's call the judge. Yeah.
I will ask the judge, and the judge said no. So that's unfortunate for her, but that was the judge's decision. And while trying to monitor her young child, she wasn't supposed to have a young child in a deposition.
John Cook was there. And again, here's my question. Okay, I have a question attached to that. Are they telling me that John Cook shouldn't be with the kid? I mean, I've heard some statements that, okay, because I keep hearing there are no red flags or anything. So it's either there was a party that could have watched the child that was definitely there. You know, we heard about him. We saw talking to somebody around that definitely wasn't the child. Yeah. They could have easily done that, but they didn't.
No, it's crazy. This is crazy.
But like you said, he did indeed. Like in the middle of that, they called the judge. They're like, hey, because they'd already had issues getting this put together. And he was like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it unless the judge says, but we'll get their opinion on it. We'll see exactly what he has to say about it. So at least 4 other YouTube channels also broadcast the entire deposition with Mr. Hale's permission. I don't have to have his permission, by the way. I actually don't, I mean, again, I covered it off his channel. I did ask because typically I don't take that much content from somebody without actually asking permission, but it is court deposition. I could go in and I could cover that under fair use. It's just, again, I was taking it, I felt it would be fair, but I haven't covered it all. Have you covered it all yet?
No, I haven't. I'm at least 3 or 4 hours shy of the entire thing. And also, the reason I asked Jeremy's permission to use his content, even though, like you said, fair use probably covers it, is because different creators treat their content differently. So you have to know, and I've noticed that Jeremy guards his content more than others have. And so I wanted to make sure I had his permission. And that's just the right thing to do. If you know that a content creator has issues with copyright, you ask their permission to make sure you have it. And so I did.
I want to cover 8. Actually, I've covered other videos too. And yeah, of course, if I'm going to take that many hours of content, like I said, I have certain rules for myself. I try not to ever pick it up on the same day. I did that one time with his, and that was because of we actually found out about Judge Grudge. We finally found out about the removal, and I wanted to cover that. And I also wanted to, show Jeremy's emotional state, because typically you don't see his emotional state, and you could see it. You could actually see it break through that mask. I mean, he's props to him for being able to put on a good face with everything. But man, that stuff is stressful, and you could see it in that. Like these people, they always play that. Oh, he's not stressed. He's not worried. Shit, you could see it. Man.
It's also good to keep in mind that this is somebody's life. This is not just entertainment. It's Jeremy's life. And I think that he deserves to be asked whether or not he's okay with us using whatever it is we want to use to talk about it. Because he's going through a lot of crap right now.
Yep.
And I'm not interested in trying to harm him in any way, like other channels are interested in harming him. I just want to cover the story the way that I've covered it, the way that I see it. And sometimes I need his content, and I ask him his permission to use it. And I think that's perfectly reasonable. This is not, and again, that is not an indication, by the way, of any pre-planned, coordinated anything. I did it with David Gingras, by the way, just the other day. I know that he's testy about his content. So what did I do? I sent him an email. I said, David, I want to cover this. You're a couple of minutes of what you did the other day. I want to know if I have your permission or if you're going to sue me. And he gave me permission. That's what you do.
Well, there's also, as Megan can attest, I very rarely, I may say that I'm going to cover something the next day, but when I'm putting together a thumbnail, I try to drop a thumbnail by 3:00 my time. And I'm usually like, okay, I may mention what I'm going to cover in that, but I'm usually figuring out by around 3:00 what the fuck I'm covering on that day, because this madness, you never know what's going to happen. This case has been so insane. So this idea of, plotting to cover shit, and I didn't until I watched that depo. Again, everybody says, oh, this is the craziest stuff you've ever seen. You hear that all the time, but this really was the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was.
I think also since they left out, the audio from another proceeding, I think I need to revisit that too. It's got a lot of admissions and other wonderful stuff. So I think I need that. But all for the purposes, again, at least four other, for the purposes of humiliating and mocking Miss Preston while generating views and profit for their channels. Yeah.
Oh, I missed this part. I missed this next. This is one of my biggest pet peeves.
Megalodonus foe. Self-described. I thought that wasn't your real name, by the way. Are they now adopting that as your real name?
I guess. This is my favorite part.
You are a self-described investigative journalist who generates a large amount of content for a channel from What the Hales, with Mr. Hale's permission, played the entire deposition over 2 days. Good God, can you imagine how much? 4 hours a day? No, I don't think you 4 hour a day anything like that.
This is crazy. I also self-described. No, I'm not. I'm not a self-described investigative journalist. I work for a news organization. That's what I do for 20 years now. I am so tired of the self-described descriptor. Yeah. Rugu Mama says Bubbles is a self-described attorney. Yes. Well, why do they do this? This is always meant to belittle you or to somehow make you seem less than or whatever. But like, there's no argument here. That is what I've done for the last 20 years. It's not self-described when you have a media company who puts that on your bio on my media company page. Period. Like it is. You don't like it. I get it. You don't like my kind of investigative journalism. I understand that.
Of course they don't.
But you cannot say that that's not what I do, because it is what I do. I have told you multiple times, you can go and see my 29-part investigative series into Missouri court corruption. It is on the internet. It's a 29-part series on it of all original investigation. You can dig up a story that I'm the only one who dug up about William Easel, the prosecutor the former prosecutor in the 8th Circuit, who was peeping on a woman in a tanning salon, and Judge Grudge himself stood up for him at a bar hearing, including 8 other judges. I found that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so much else too. You actually found out about how their so-called, I'm going to say, legal system. I hate to call it, anything else. How that actually functions there. How their statistics actually function, and how plea bargaining actually functions there,
or doesn't function.
Yeah.
And there's more to come. There's more to come. I've been looking into that for a while, and there's more to come. So I get it. You don't like my type of investigative journalism. That doesn't mean that that's not what it is. And I'm so tired of this self-described bullshit. It's just annoying. But
the first on which she mocked Miss Preston while.
Oh, I can't wait for this. I mocked her while what? No. What was I doing while I was mocking her?
Oh, I see it right.
Does anybody want to take a guess of what I was doing?
Can you guess what she was doing? I'll give it a second before. I'll let the chat.
Let's let the chat catch up to the guessing.
Yes, what was she doing?
What was I doing that needed to be brought to the attention of a federal judge? Okay, playing with Legos is a guess. Okay, that's a good guess. Legos. Okay, anybody else?
Hair.
Doing her hair. That's always
second straw.
Everybody thinks. Oh wait, yoga. Somebody said yoga. Mm-hmm. Someone said singing.
Drinking to keep up. Laundry. I like legal yoga.
Eating. Feeding chickens. That's always possible.
There's been some unmentionables in there too.
Yeah, cooking. Okay, these are all good guesses, but let's see what actually happened.
Okay, yes.
Truck driving. It could have been truck driving. Engaging in yoga.
She was engaging with Yoda. I would love to Psycho in that. That would have been awful. That would have been awesome.
Hilarious it was.
It was actually. And the second with guests from other YouTube channels, also profiting from the same content.
Well, it's funny. He obviously didn't watch it because I did not get through all 7 hours. And I didn't know that engaging in yoga, first of all, I was practicing yoga, but I didn't realize that engaging in yoga was some sort of forbidden practice that you can't do while watching YouTube depositions.
While engaging in yoga. Dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
God,
Wait,
can you
where's-
imagine like a YouTube short? She engaged in yoga. There it is.
Yeah. I was wearing harem pants, I believe. They were my harem yoga pants. And the dog was involved. He was there. He was wandering around behind me and trying to take me off my game. By the way, the reason why I needed to do the yoga was because Lynette's voice is so incredibly disturbing to me that I needed some centering and some peace. And I think I did some sage burning. There was
you were running the gauntlet with dog trying to. Oh no, not a guillotine! Oh wait,
wait. There was no guillotine involved, but I will say it was calming. You know, it was more calming than usual than just listening to Lynette's voice. I was inviting the audience to join me in centering ourselves and calming down.
That's what I'm doing right now. Yoga. Oh my god!
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, you hear me scream on the floor. That's how you know I'm doing yoga. Help me, God! Sound like one of those old life alerts. He has fallen and he can't get up. That he's still
fell down.
My co-host just died.
My co-host died.
Wait, my co-host didn't die.
Oh, so funny.
And they have them both here. What the hell's deposition? Watch with yoga, part 1. And what the hell's deposition? Watch part 2 with special guests. Oh man, what monstrous titles. How dare you? Oh, this was funny. I can't believe this is actually a filing. We should read our own parts when we get to it, okay?
Oh yeah. We have to do the dramatic reading.
Okay, I'll read the down since I'm hitting, and you'll pick up on your part. So on YouTube channel, That Umbrella Guy, on November 25th, the host, Tug, and his what is that?
Wait.
Guest?
I'm so insulted by this. I object, Your Honor. I object to this mischaracterization of my role on this show. I will have you know that I am not a guest anymore. I am a co-host.
That's right. You are a host. I'm a host and you are a host. We are both
I would like to be
co-hosting the show.
referred to by my proper title. Thank you very much.
Yes. I know, man. You're like, that is not my pronoun.
My pronouns are co-host and co-hostess.
I'd have been host, co-host, but yeah, that works.
Co-hostery, Kevin, that's funny. I got downgraded to a guest, and I'm sorry, but this aggression will not stand, man.
That is horrible. How dare he go with that one? His guest, Megalodon's foe, had the following exchange, beginning at approximately 1:10:40 of this length. It'd be really funny if I privated this. I don't have to keep it up. That's hilarious. So here's Tug. You know all that depo that they don't like you talking about? I'm definitely going to have to cover all of that. Now, I've been slow about it because I've been like, well, I got to go backward. Man, why did I get faster?
And we're about to get a whole bunch of new depositions. And yeah, here's the interesting thing that I just discovered. I thought we might have to wait until the court case was over before we get access to those. But I don't think so, because this is a civil case. It's a public court case. And I believe that there's no gag order in place. There's no judge grudge ordering people not to put anything on YouTube. So we may be able to see those depositions right away.
Fun times, man. It is fun times, man. That really does sound like something I'd say. I guess that is a direct quote there. So let's see what she has to say.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I love that it says,
she's the pose.
I love that it says Megan singing. I have a new one. I have a new one for him to quote in the next motion. You ready? Okay. It's the most dumbass lawyer of the year. Use that one, Bruce.
I found him on Fiverr.
I hired Fiverr. I hired Fiverr.
Oh my God. Ugh.
He's the most dumbass lawyer of all time.
Oh man. And you know what? Oh my God. Look. Mr. Hales has himself been a live guest recently on both That Umbrella Guy and Megan Fox's YouTube channels. You know what this is right here?
Sorry.
I think this is butthurt from him though, because he wants to be a guest.
Oh, of course he does. This is all about the fact that we wouldn't have him on. It all began this way.
You know that's what that is. Hey, let me check one thing on that last document
This is
page.
all about what it is. This is all where it started. It all started. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, Bruce Matskin sent emails to several law tubers and Tug and me asking to be on our channels to discuss his mac and cheese story of boring ass alleged corruption that didn't exist. And we didn't take him up on it. In fact, we ignored him. We barely read his email. And ever since then, he has been on a revenge mission to get back at us for not having him on this program. And I don't think it needs to be said, but he will never be on this program. Ever. Never.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
I love this last part too. This last page. I had to take off. He had his contact info at the bottom, so I was chopping it off there. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure it wasn't there. Mr. Hales has also defamed the undersigned. He's talking about himself. He's talking bad about me.
Oh my God. Defamed. I don't think he knows. I don't think that word means what he thinks it means. I think I have a button for that too.
Inconceivable. 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 You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah, that pretty much is spot on there. Listen to this too. He's like, on numerous occasions in his YouTube videos, seen by over 100,000 viewers. That's actually not how views work either. Views do not mean that 100,000 unique people hit your video. It's 100,000 views. Oh my God, man.
So do you mean that could be like if I'm watching your video and I don't finish, but I go back and watch it later, does that count as 2 views?
Yes. Actually, you have it broken down in yours. Yeah, if you go to your analytics, you can see monthly how many unique viewers, and you can break it down per video. So if you want to, if you want to actually look at it. So
interesting.
Again, it's just showing the only time we get to track where people can see it, how many people are viewing. Like right now, we've got close to 3,000 people. By the way, thank you, folks. Make sure that you hit that like button. Share this sucker everywhere while you listen to me unwrap this cigar. Ooh, listen to that crinkling. Oh, ASMR.
Oh, cigar ASMR.
Hey, that rhymes too. Cigar ASMR. Man. It's nice. And if you like this kind of ASMR I can't say ASMR content. That's hard to say together really fast.
ASMR content.
Yeah, make sure that you send those breadsticks, cigar sticks, I don't know, matchsticks. I'm not sure what you'd send with that. Somebody got me a cigar chopper. Did you hear that thing, by the way? It's like,
I did. Yeah,
Good God.
that was
I know.
loud.
I'd hate to lose a finger.
Wait a minute. Is that a cigar guillotine?
The cigar
my God.
definitely would definitely describe it as that, I'm sure.
You heard it here first here, folks. Tug has just beheaded his cigar.
I know, and then he's
has
lighting it on fire. Listen to this.
He has
my
used
God.
a guillotine on his cigar and lighting it on fire. This is horrific abuse of a cigar you're witnessing here. This man should be stopped. He is a menace. Off with its head.
100,000 viewers. Such as claiming the undersigned, quote unquote, is a disbarred lawyer. Oh man, well, he is so butthurt, man. Among other false statements attacking the undersigned's reputation. Mr. Hales also conferred on the undersigned the nickname Deuce Foreskin.
I can't believe he put this in there. I can't believe he did this.
Holy shit.
He's whining to a judge. Judgy, please make them stop calling me names. Please stop. They're calling me names. They're playing. I was called this on the playground and it's really upset me and I can't handle it. Even though I'm a grown man.
Oh my God. That is some butthurt and a half. I mean,
Please
these people
sanction this man for calling me mean things.
Meanwhile, these people, with their PR and stuff, they make up nicknames about other folks, don't they?
Oh yeah. Look, they're calling me Beggin' Megan. Which
I know.
Okay,
I mean, again, it's funny, but regardless, Deuce Foreskin, it's funny,
True.
It
is funny.
You've been like, yeah, now with double he could have leaned into that somehow.
I mean, he liked Bubbles. He likes Bubbles. He doesn't complain about that, but Deuce Foreskin, it really bothers him.
I wonder if Jeremy Hales would have called him Bubbles, though, if he would have gotten mad.
Probably.
How dare, is this referencing Little People in the Wall? He'd have probably called it anti-Semitic somehow.
Probably.
He'd be like, Mr. Bubbles, what now? Which he regularly repeats and is used by his followers on social media. What a monster.
Oh, no. From all indications, it appears Mr. Hales has an arrangement with fellow YouTubers Megan Fox and ThatUmbrellaGuy for Mr. Hales to broadcast deposition videos from this case and for Megan Fox and Tug to thereafter broadcast them.
That's defamation. Piece of shit, by the way. Oh, really? Because, you keep calling other things. That's defamation to say I'm an eminence chaser.
Well, it is it's a false allegation. It isn't true.
For sure. It is definitely a false allegation. You got any proof of that, my boy?
There's no arrangement. We already told you what the arrangement, if you want to call it, it's not an arrangement. We asked permission. We got that permission. The end. That's it.
I'm going to cover it off his channel. He's not going to fucking care. Like I've already asked him before. If I'm going to bring up something, I'll still ask. But if you called that an arrangement, gee.
There's no arrangement. He is trying to say that we got into some arrangement where it was we wouldn't cover it until he covered it, but it makes no sense because Jeremy owns it. He owns the content. Of course it was going to go on his channel first because it's his content. So what there's no arrangement. Jeremy puts stuff on his YouTube channel every day. I don't have a clue what's going up, but I did know that he told everybody he was going to be doing the deposition in 7 parts. We heard that on a public video. We repeated it to our audiences because we heard it on his public video. How do you
He's
call that?
excited about it.
How do you call that an arrangement? I heard it when everybody else did, when it was broadcast on his channel. This is so stupid. There's no evidence of this because it did not happen.
Well, again, show some proof. I would love to see some proof of that, by the way, because it would be a first that I've ever seen. You know?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what a lying piece of shit, though. I mean, it's crazy. Again, he just goes out. He complains, like I said. He complains about things like ambulance chaser, doesn't have clients. He's like, that's defaming me. And yet, he regularly throws up bullshit like this. You know? It's on the regular.
It's absurd. Oh, by the way, speaking of, I found those pictures of Beg and Megan. Come on now. That's the cutest freaking thing I ever saw. Look at
that's actually nice. I like
look at the breadstick tin can. Look, it says breadsticks on it.
Drop that breadstick in there. That's right.
All right, that's it. That's all you get to see. There's more. There's so many more, but we'll be unveiling those tomorrow. There's so many more. There's some hilarious breadstick money begging photos that are going to bring you to tears, and it's going to make you pull out your wallets.
Tomorrow's going to be fun too. This whole week's going to be a lot of fun. I'm telling you, this whole week is going to be a good one. The court should not allow this abuse of the litigation. He loves that abuse of the litigation.
If anybody's abusing litigation, it's him. He brought this litigation to get even with some YouTubers who wouldn't have him on. That's abuse of litigation, Bruce.
Which itself appears to have been filed for ongoing YouTube content. So he's trying to say that the entire federal case, by the way, is YouTube content. I'm telling you, you see how butthurt. Here's a point I want to make with this too. You look at the butthurt he has over Deuce Foreskin, right? Just a nickname out there, not harming. There's no statement of fact in that. You look at how he reacts to it, and yet all these assholes out there say that if somebody were to post statement of facts saying that they were PDF files or something, they would be okay with that. He can't even handle a simple nickname.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a schoolyard insult that he should have. You know, he's about our age. How did he get through the 80s exactly on the playground? I don't know how he survived. I'm surprised he didn't curl up into the fetal position and just die right there on the
I get a feeling like a lot of these lawyers, they've gotten by threatening anybody. If you say a word about anything that they don't like, they will threaten you with litigation. They'll take you down the money hole.
Well, he wasn't a lawyer when he was 8. I want to know what happened.
They probably did that before, though, you know.
Maybe his dad was a lawyer.
I'm going to be a lawyer, and I'm going to sue you for all the milk money you ever will get.
Yeah.
Maybe his dad was a lawyer, and he's like, my dad's going to sue you. You can't call me that.
Yeah.
Although
You'll
I
never be able to play jacks again. Whatever.
he strikes me as a guy whose father left when he was quite young, because he doesn't know how to be a man. So somebody's failed him in that department.
It's just
he spends his time insulting women, which shows me and tells me that his father figure wasn't a very good father, because somebody didn't teach him that women should be off limits. You go after, if you're a man and you want to pick a fight, you choose another man. But you notice that when he wants to pick a fight, he only comes after women. He doesn't go after Tug. You don't see him going after Tug, really. Like, he mentions him in this, but you notice that all the vitriol is for me.
That's for you.
Again.
And your yoga.
Me and my yoga. Yeah. Like, he's demeaning me for doing yoga. Like, that's a thing that he thinks is somehow negative. He goes after me in the emails, like he's threatening me in the emails. He doesn't really go after Tug. He doesn't go after, she doesn't go after Shizzy even. He tries to win Shizzy's approval, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen. That guy, you're never going to win his approval. Okay, he's just going to laugh at you in his helmet. He's going to put his helmet on. He's going to laugh at you. He has no, there's something terribly wrong with him. And I'm saying it was probably his dad probably went to go get cigarettes and never came back. That's what I'm assuming.
Oh, the cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon, right?
Yup.
We'll get together then.
He wants approval from males. He desperately needs it. But where women are concerned, he hates women. It's very clear. He sure hates me. I'll tell you that much.
You can tell he hates you.
I mean, yeah.
It shows. It very shows. But it's filed for ongoing YouTube content and not because there is any factual basis to support the plaintiff's claim. Conclusions, of course. For the foregoing reasons, the court should order that depositions in this case may not be published, broadcast, or disseminated by the plaintiff. They didn't say by parties. They just want it their way, by the way. You notice that? That's interesting, isn't it? Not by parties, just by the plaintiff.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Wait,
I mean,
is it my turn?
Huh?
Is it my turn?
Is there more to say?
Oh, no, there isn't.
Yeah, read this part right here.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Snowblind. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Actually,
how come
you know
it
it's
doesn't
snowing
say
here.
disseminated by plaintiff or defendant?
Yeah,
Why
just
is
by the
she
parties.
left off?
Yeah, well, because they did talk about again that they were going to have a lot of content. They were going to get to say a lot about Mr. Hales.
Yeah, this is very interesting. So I wonder if they're going to, I'm interested to know how they're going to change their story now.
I'm actually interested. I saw some posts on, again, the What the Hales, quote unquote, fan page. I actually saw a post on there where people were mentioning how, again, from their point of view, how that went. How would they know if these folks weren't talking about it? Behind the scenes, I wonder.
Yeah, I wondered about that too. And I think that I would be really surprised if Bruce didn't tell them about what happened at the deposition today. I mean,
well, or, the client talking to their own PR.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like it
Well,
reasonably
we'll see, because
could be
if they
inferred.
start talking about it and they have all these details and whatever, then what is even the point of this? If you're just going to go and tell your PR what the Hales media ecosystem all about it, then what is the point of keeping it from the public?
They just want it from, sir. Again, you notice that it's only when any of this discussion comes up, there's only a couple of people that are ever named. Again, you primarily, myself too.
Mm-hmm.
We're the only people that are never supposed to actually cover something. Craziness. Funny, but crazy. I'm gonna hit super chats.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna chill and
I think I'll sit around for a little while. You
Okay.
got me for a few more minutes. I'll see some of the super chats because they always make me
start
laugh.
out with one of your
Sticky
favorite names.
widget! Love saying.
Oh my
sticky
God! By the
widget.
way, check these out. Let me before we get going. I'm gonna show you some of those damn AI pics of me. They're so good. I like some of them.
I like Sticky Widget's new avatar. Do you see it?
Yeah,
It's perfect.
I love it.
Sticky
It's
Widget.
beautiful. I just love that name. Check these out.
I know, me
Ooh,
too.
Look at that. I look like I'm.
These are so good. Stop it. I'm just jealous of all of these.
Look at that mask. I love it when they give details. Look at that.
Wait till you
Ooh.
see what Grok did to me.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, you'll have to show them after this.
I will.
I'm just going to roll through these fast, though. I like that attachment mask. I like cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh,
Oh, that
the
one is so
light-ups.
cool.
Yeah, I love the, in the city.
Oh my God, those are
Ooh,
so
look at
good.
that one. Ooh, look at that too.
These are so good. They're so cool. Mine are not cool.
That looks more like a Spider-Man than light up abstract. I like that one.
What are those floating things? Are those UFOs?
They're supposed to be they're supposed to be blimps, but they do look more like UFOs.
Blimps?
Yeah. See, it's like a futuristic city with little blimps, like a Zeppelin flying around, and It would just ask like, "Hey, do you want this with?" And then it adds on with flying airships. You know?
Oh, that one is so cool.
Yeah, I like some of the flying. There's a few of us.
Oh, look, there's multi-tugs. It's
Tugs,
the multiverse.
It's Tugs.
Tugs.
Yep, they're joining in.
Spaceships.
Broadcasting live. Cool. Yeah, I like that one. That's the one I'm using right now, actually. I like some of the in the rain.
I like the
and
snow.
In the snow. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. This is so perfect.
Ooh, look.
Okay, that's just creepy. No,
there's some creepy ones. They put Steve Jobs.
The black turtleneck. The hell?
World. I love the world.
That is that is a very big head, though.
Yeah, I love it.
That is a very large noggin right there.
That's what she said.
We got some Christmas photos. Look at that Santa.
Oh, look at Tug at Christmas.
There's Megan hanging out. Like, hey,
makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Oh, get the hot chocolate out.
What the heck though? It looks like oh no, my jacket's caught.
Oh, no. Yeah, it looks like you're about to be dragged behind that sled.
Like, no, that's why he looks kind of sad. He's like, oh, Merry Christmas.
Oh no, this one is epic. Are there snowflakes on your mask? Yes, there are. Yes, there are.
One
they
of them
almost look like bugs. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, some of these are really good.
Santa Tug.
Look, it started giving me teeth and faces. Though, look at these weird ones. Look at that. No. That's creepy.
No.
Anyway, there's a bunch of those where they try to put features.
You want to see the idiotic thing that Grog did to me? Okay, here we go. This is so dumb. I hate everything about this. That's not me. It's not even close. Like I said, draw me, and that's what it did. And then like, wait, I tried it again. Look at this. This is absurd. This is a Barbie doll.
That looks like a Barbie doll. That's exactly it.
That is not me. That's a Barbie doll, and it doesn't look anything like me. And I was like, okay, no, wait. Like older, fatter. How about a Pixar version of me? Look at this. What the hell? Grok. Grok is the worst. Grok is like super like it has something against older women, because if you say no, she's 48. Like she's older and chubbier than this. Like, but this is it. They still do. It still does this. It still does this. This person doesn't look anything like me. Wait, where's this? This one's funny. This is what it gave me when I said, no, she's older than that and like chubbier. Like it made the boobs chubbier.
It made the boobs bigger and it made the neck longer.
Yeah, it's so weird. I'm like, no, this is all wrong. So then look at this one. This one is really weird. Look at this. This looks like Shannon Joy. This is Shannon Joy. Literally, my friend. This looks like my friend Shannon Joy. She's a radio host in Rochester. She's on Twitter. But this is look at what it did. It made like little weird American flags, something that says amnesty. I don't know what legal cases. Look at this. This is funny over here. There's a letter that says legal cases. And I don't know, something that looks like a bad rendition of Alaska. What? Look at this one. Look at this one. I don't even know what to say to this. Is that Ohio? Is that what the fuck, Grok? Like Grok,
what is going on with that one?
What is going on? Look at this one. It really wants to put me in booby shirts. That's all I have to say. Look at this. Who is this? This isn't any.
I wonder if I can get it to do me with boobs. Let me see. I'm gonna see.
Look, all I have to say, and then I kept telling it, no, you're wrong, and look what it did. That is clearly the other Megan Fox, isn't it? Yeah, Grok, you're fired. You're so fired. And then look what it did. I was like, that doesn't look anything like me. So then it makes this. What? How does this look anything like the pictures that I have put on Twitter? What the actual F, Grok? They just get worse and worse. So this one made me look like Nina Infinity. After Nina's made her look like someone. I think Nina's made her look black. They made her as a black person, and I'm like, and then I had it make me, and it made me look like Nina. So I need to show Nina and be like, hey, look, Nina, all you needed to do was be me and ask Rock to make me, and then it looks like you. This is so crazy. I showed it other pictures of me. I even tried that. I was like, okay, if I show you a picture, can you make a drawing that looks like this picture? And it said yes. And then I showed it the picture and it didn't do anything. It just sat there.
I couldn't get it to do it with boobs or anything, but it gives you like prompts, and it was like, how about 6-pack abs? I was like, okay, it did that, but it wouldn't give me boobs. Man.
Now that's just transphobic.
I know. What is up with that? You know what's funny is it will give me stuff like while you're doing that, it gave me like cool stuff. Like I was like, hey, it's wall graffiti. I was
like
it
that
to do
one.
like,
that is creepy. That's creepy.
Yeah, what is some artist proofs, like I said, I like the idea of the holding a mask up with an umbrella.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Anyway, I got sidetracked with that. I like those though. I finally found the right prompts.
The chat says try chest airbags.
Chest airbag. I'm gonna ask it that. Let's see with chest airbags.
With chest airbag. Look at this one. This is absurd. Look at this. This was when I was trying to get it to make homeless begging Megan. Look what it did. Look at this.
It dirtied up the breast.
I'm like, oh my God. No. What are you doing? Oh, you're so fired.
No, now it's just making me chiseled. I'm like, that show ain't me. I feel like it's starting to make like Camelot freaking images for me. No. Okay. Sticking with Jed, by the way. Thanks for the 5 there. At 45 minutes, tug it, Megan. Stay on target. Sorry about that. That never happens. We did do pretty good today, actually. I thought we did.
We tried.
Yeah. Dublin comes to Boston. Thanks for the 2. I adore making Tug. Thank you. We adore you too. Well. Sticky with Jed is back. Thank you for the 2. Oh my God, Alec Rickman. Can't wait. I know that's going to be awesome. And sticking with Jet on top of that. Thanks for the 5 giftos, man. Saw those fall in, by the way, off the beginning. Appreciate it, my friend. Let's see. Jeffrey, thanks for the 5. Megan, be timely. Alan Rickman played Hans Gruber. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas time. Be timely. Use relevant information.
All right. Okay. I got your message.
God, I love Die Hard. I even made a avatar with Die Hard. I don't know if that thing's up here though. Actually,
your ho 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 one.
Yeah, I love that one.
That's the one that I use. That's the one I use in the this one. Wait, that's not me. That's you. Where did it go? Here, this one. That's the one. That's the sweatshirt.
That's the sweatshirt.
It's just cut off.
Well, Dead Punk made a really good one with the.
There it is. Now I have a machine gun.
No, that's that's the Die Hard one. We have a one crawling through the ventilation.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I've never seen that one.
I put it in a song. Let me see. It's on the front of one of the songs. I think I have it up here. I'll pull it up real fast. It'll play some music for just a second, but you'll be able to see the image, okay? And then I'll turn it back off. Check it out. See, he's crawling through the ventilation shaft. It's awesome. I love it. All right. Squid Pro Quo, by the way. What's up, Squid? Thanks for the vibe. They target me because I literally don't give up about them or what they do. And hey, hate it. Yes, they do hate it very well. They hate it quite a bit. It drives them up the wall. They're my entertainment. Yes, that is 100% true. It's crazy, though. Like Megan was saying earlier, the way they target you is so nasty and vitriolic. Like laughing about a kid and the potential of something horrible happening to them.
Yeah, that's awful.
That was.
Like, it's not funny at all to laugh about a baby choking on something, and that's what Bruce did. And, in all this time, no one has ever laughed at the idea of HG hurting herself on a nail. We've said from the beginning, this is an unsafe environment for a child. Nobody over here has said it would be funny if she were injured in any way. It's actually the opposite of that. We think it's a terrifying idea that she could be injured by that nasty property that is it's got all the nails and the glass everywhere. It's a terrible thing.
Oh man, the spin to that too. The spin to the squid pro quo thing. Again, there's some very fascinating email exchanges. Like I said, they deserve their own live stream. That's why I did not combine them with this, because they very much deserve their own live stream. And they decided to dump them out there. It just says, if you, first of all, again, no contact with anyone, period. But it's amazing that anyone that has contact with these folks, they definitely seem to like dumping their messages or threatening to do that. There's a lot of threats that they do that. Valor Motorsports. What's up, Valor? Thanks for the 5 giftos, too. Appreciate that, my friend.
Awesome.
Paul, thanks for the 5. There's no statement attached. But again, as I say many times, that is a statement in itself. Thank you for backing the channel. Nice. Thanks for the 10 there. Does Deuce Foreskin need a whamulance?
For his widow Fifi.
Little Fifi. So they hurts. And maybe he could chase his own fifis in ambo.
It would be. This is as pathetic as me filing a motion being like, Your Honor, these people have been calling me begging Megan. I can't believe the defamatory things they're saying. They're calling me begging Megan. And I deserve to not be called that. Like, who says these things? That is so pathetic. You were so pathetic.
You just lean into them or you ignore them. One or the other.
One or the other, but you certainly don't file a motion and be like, Your Honor,
throwing it in the court. That makes you a laughing stock, is what that does.
Oh my God, I'm so fragile and delicate. I'm a delicate flower, and I need the judge to protect my honor and keep these people from calling me names. What?
Oh man. This is crazy. Dublin, what's up again? Thank you for the 5 there. My son, U.S. Air Force, thanks for celebrating him. JH, Tug, Megan, hashtag USAF. Oh, indeed, for sure. I have family myself. I have that have been in armed forces. I have some of them, I can talk about going all the way back into the quote unquote the Great War. Back in World War II, going through all, including modern wars, or can't even talk about what some of them do. Yes. And some of these folks, they love to target folks. The stuff that they aim at Veteran Nation is so nasty. And the stuff that they aim at Squid Pro Quo is so nasty. Just, it's gross. Absolutely gross. Oh, how do I pronounce that? Tell me.
Kaya really.
What's up, Kay? What's up, Kay? Thanks for the 10.
I'm going to say it's Kaya Riley. That's it.
Yeah, I like Kay. Kay sounds
K or K, whatever.
Kaylee. There we go. I shortened it. Thanks for the 10 breadsticks money. And that's right. Thank you.
First, when you said that, I was like, you don't know how to say breadsticks money? Like, what is he trying to get me to do? And then I realized her name.
Bead sticks. Patrick thanks for the 2. The grifting goblins. The
grifting goblins of Juice Bubble Swamp.
That's funny. F them. Oh, indeed. The grifting goblins. I love it. Puzzler thanks for garlic breadsticks with marinara sauce and Chardonnay. Yep. I definitely won't share that with Megan. I mean, wait, what? Stick it with Jed. That's what I meant. Thanks for 5 more gifted memberships as well. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, my friend. For real. Thank you. Barbie, thanks for the 5. When I snuck around and watched their video, they showed a large cross in the ground that was removed. So that was the picture of the cross that it was sent. So, that was quote unquote removed. Yeah.
A large cross in the ground. Well, the one we saw wasn't very large.
Yeah, that was the cross that had been mentioned. And again, I'm trying to approach that delicately, because I am not in any way, shape, or form. Nor do I think that when we listen to Jeremy, I didn't hear any animosity or anything in that. I mean, loss. I can't even imagine losing. Lost loved ones, but I can't imagine someone that close. So, yeah, if they needed to replace some ribbons or a cross or whatever, that could have been done behind things very easily. It didn't have to become like some public griftathon.
Well, and also, have they co-opted the family to get in on this grift?
Yeah,
have
apparently
they offered something to the family to say negative things about Jeremy and promise them something? I don't know. Seems like something that they would do.
I have no idea. I have no idea what brought all that on. All I feel like is that this guy, if they're not attacking him for one thing, they find a new thing to attack him, and it somehow hooks to the wallet.
Yep. And it somehow creates an opportunity for them to do another fundraiser. Isn't that something?
They'll be like, we need to raise funds for 2 mechanical dogs. 2 ghost dogs from the afterlife. With holographic projection, she can walk around. You're like, what?
Yeah. What?
SF, thanks for the 5. Unless Larry gives you the super chats. By the way, can you give this to Megan?
Yeah, he'll get right on that. Thanks, SF.
Yeah, I did make sure to have a live stream for things. I said I would,
and I listened to it.
Yeah, I remember, people. Again, some people, they have a hard time at this time of year, and I want them to feel like they are appreciated, because they are very much so, and we appreciate the heck out of you.
We definitely do.
Yep. Travis, what's up, Travis? Thanks for the 5. I'll say one thing: if I caught someone in my family cemetery on the ranch, they wouldn't be breathing, even on ranch illegally. Wouldn't be breathing. Yeah, if somebody messed with my family, I mean, we have a family plots on some of our family land. Yes, that would be a different thing.
Well, if they have video footage of this alleged act of I don't know what you would call it. I was going to say terrorism. That's the wrong word. Vandalism. If they have footage of this alleged vandalism, well, then they should put it out there.
Is it vandalism if it's on your property? Again, I'm not advocating for anything when I say that. I'm just.
No, but I don't think anybody on Jeremy's property did that. Not according to his own words and statements about that. I can't see that he would have a reason to take that down. That didn't happen. And if they have footage of him doing it, well, then prove me wrong. But you're sitting around on a live stream alleging and accusing a man of doing something pretty terrible that I don't think he did. So if you have proof of it, by all means, show it.
They keep saying they do. So, show it.
Show it.
Dan, thanks for the 5 there. Christmas in the Creek with the Hudson Sisters is coming soon.
Yep.
Yeah. Man, Christmas in the Creek, man. I watched some of the stuff that hooked to Christmas in the Creek. All the stuff that went on, last year that they were talking about. Everything with Otter Creek. Man, like that's the thing that like a lot of people don't seem to get. The harm that this will do to this community, because ultimately when the grift is over, when the well runs dry, these people will not be there anymore. You had a guy that had quite a bit to give the community, and now he's being forced to he basically he said he's not moving everything away, but I mean, my God, like how can he ever feel safe with stuff? How
I
can you feel
wouldn't.
like you can truly go out and trust people too? You know? Ugh.
Oh, by the way, there's breaking news here, folks. Breaking news just in. We have a live photograph of the federal judge in the case reading Bruce's new motion. And here it is. Here it is. we have breaking news. The federal judge is reviewing Bruce's motion. And
that AI. You know what's funny is the AI didn't give him like 9 fingers on one hand or anything. That's
I know
weird.
it's pretty good, isn't it? It looks really good. But this is what's happening in the Pensacola, Florida court there. The federal magistrate has gotten his hands on Brucey's motion. Yeah, that was an idea from the chat, by the way. Thank you for that idea because that made me laugh out loud, and I had to make that happen. So,
But did it make you want to sing about something?
the hills are alive with the laughter of federal judges. Oh.
I just love that part about the singing. I mean, that was so bizarre.
We need more singing in these live streams. We're gonna have to do more of that.
Apparently,
I want that.
I could
more
not
motions.
Believe. I just, I couldn't believe that this was an actual freaking filing. I mean, how is this real?
How is this real?
How is this real? I'm gonna leave that up there while I'm reading. It kind of makes me laugh every time I see it. So, Wendy, thanks for the 5. Hey, Tug and Megan just came from Shizzy and Yamaha stream. Hey, love to them, by the way, and props to them too. If people have not subscribed to either channel, make sure that you do for sure. We'll give them some love tomorrow too, for sure. Jesse, thanks for the 5. Create an AI Disney play of inspired by true events. What is in the transcript?
Oh God, an AI Disney play of inspired of what's on the transcript. Oh, I see a loophole. I gotcha. So a loophole, an AI created play inspired by. I
it's
love
the
it.
Loophole. Yep.
That's a great AI loophole. I like the way you think.
I'm wondering now if I can actually get my my avatar here with Grok to do yoga. That's random.
That is so funny.
Yeah, I was just like, wait a minute. With yoga, let's see. I'm trying.
I'm also working on a musical starring Bruce Madskin's Letters. It's going to be really freaking long though, unfortunately, because he's not what's the word? He's a man of many words. Let's just put it that way.
That is the nicest way to put that.
Yes.
That is the nicest way I've ever heard that put. He's definitely I've heard the man of few words. Yeah, not that.
He's a man of many, many, many unnecessary words. And I try to make my musicals as true to life as possible. So
7 years later, you don't have to put out an 8-part series.
Yeah.
Like the Dippo.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. That's as funny as a loophole though. Dan Davis, thanks for 5. Megan Fox, it's your fault. I've got that song stuck in my head. Having my baby.
Yeah. Having babies. If I don't hear back from you tonight. Oh. Yep, it's a great song.
Thanks, Megan. Thanks. Me and Dan, thank you.
Monsters.
Thanks for the 27 months. Much love to you and Megan. Thanks for all you do. I appreciate you, Sue, all the time. Stick a widget. Thanks for the 5. Dang it. I got a bail. I thought it said I got bail. I was like, so he's bailed out. He's out of here. I got the bail. That's what he said. Okay, I'll catch up tomorrow. Color me disappointed. Sticky midget, that's funny. I did think it said I got bail. like they got
bail.
sprung. Yep, I'm sprung. I'm out of here. Aussie Wombat, thanks for those 4 months. But shouldn't that be up to the family to do anyway? Yeah, I just, again, if they could, well, there could be many reasons a family couldn't do something. If they couldn't afford, like, again,
Yeah, but I
that
mean,
could have
it's
been
not
easily
something you
remedied
need a
behind the scenes.
fundraiser for. You got at least 4
$50,
adults,
man.
4 self-described adults over there on the hate channels. At least between the 4 of them, they couldn't come up with the $16 it would take, or even the $25 it would take to replace those couple of bows and the small wooden cross. Really? Come on. If they really wanted to do a good thing, it reminds me of what Jesus said that made the Pharisees so angry. He said, if you're going to pray, do it in private. Do your good works in private. Don't do them out in the public where you say, oh, look at me, what a good person I am. And the Pharisees would pray on the corners, loudly in front of people. Like, look at me. Look at what I'm doing. Look how good I am. Look how I'm keeping all the commandments. Well, Jesus said that was really gross. And you should stop doing it. And you should do your good deeds in private. So if you want to help somebody, stop trying to tell everyone how good you are for raising the $16 that it takes. And they probably raised hundreds of dollars, if not 1,000. So what kind of it better be marble.
Yeah, for real. I mean, for the amount of money, like, it's all hundred. There were screenshots.
There were people
taken.
sending hundreds of dollars at a time for this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it better be and there better be accounting of all of that money. There should be, very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Shell, thanks for the 2 there. Are we going to hear about the hair tomorrow?
Oh, I'm sure there will definitely be hair.
There will definitely be. Oh man, that's on my calendar.
Hair talk.
We're 1 super chat away from 50 again.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I noticed it's at 49. Dan Davis, thanks for the 5 there. Megan Fox, you need a turtle holding the sign. Homeless. Need begging, Megan. Janice, thanks for the 10 there. Come on, Deuce Foreskin. Lynette is unapologetically mockable. You just have no sense of humor. Yeah, he does not have a sense of humor at all. Nothing at all there.
And if she had a sense of humor, she could have made tons of money off of this. She needs a Cameo account immediately. And no one listens to me. You know who's doing Cameo now? Matt Gaetz is doing cameos now. And I bet he'll make a ton of money. She needs to get on Cameo and record stuff for people. They would pay her to do it, but no, she can't. She just has no sense of humor. And
I think it'd be fun to do Cameo. I think that would actually be a lot of fun.
You should sign up. Maybe I should sign up. That sounds like a great grift, actually. Would you guys pay me to make recordings for you of saying stuff for your, sending messages to people for you?
Oh my God. We could read the funniest stuff. Yeah.
I know, right?
People would be like, Tug and Megan, you both have to read it. That's what it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could say it. Cheryl, thanks for the 10. Stocking stuff for Tug. Better Business Bruce gets the coals. Oh, poor Brucey. No presents. Oh.
Read it in Reddit voice.
There you go. Read that in the Reddit voice. That would be
Who the heck could read that entire thing in this voice? That would annoy everyone.
That is funny, though.
Your Honor, they're making fun of me. Your Honor, they're making fun of me. Please stop them. Issue an order. Stop them from calling me Deuce Foreskin.
It sounded like your microphone. My microphone died. My microphone didn't die.
Sorry. I don't know. It's voice mod. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
That's just hilarious.
Do you want to hear a little bit of a preview of my musical? Just a tiny bit?
Sure. Bust it up if you want to.
All right. Let's see. What shall we do? All right. So here we go. Can you hear this?
Now it's time to another day.
Can you hear that?
I
Okay.
can, yeah.
another day. Get up, wash my face and go. The work piles up and never seems to slow. Get my coffee, make the lunches, get the kids on their buses, feed the chickens and the puppy. Now it's time to make some money. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Emails are overflowing. Everybody wants something. There are cries for help from folks. Advertisers for my show. Memes and lots of funny jokes. How do I get through it all? How do I answer them all?
And then, and of course that goes on for a while. This should make you laugh though. Here's the first email that I get from Bruce.
Hi, Miss Fox. I've been catching up on the What the Hales saga as a 27-year lawyer. I have some thoughts if you're interested. I also have some questions that I'd love to ask if you're willing to understand the origins of the Hales, Lynette Moore, and how you came to write about it on PJ Media. I have myself filed complaints against judges in the past and written a lot of
And that's all you get for now. But trust me, it's gonna be great when I'm finished with it. It's gonna be great.
Oh, sing-along's precious. So good.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. It's really difficult. David Gingras, by the way, writes very musically. Just the way he writes, it's very musical. I don't know how to describe it other than it translates into Suno AI like perfect. But Bruce, on the other hand, takes some massaging. In fact, I shouldn't have cut that off so soon, because we should get to the chorus part, because the chorus part, oh God, it's so good. But I had to write the chorus because he's not poetic enough. So this part right here, wait, let me fast forward a little bit. Here it is.
With all the corruption you can handle, you'll love this tale of sorrow. Have me on the show tomorrow.
It's a mac and cheese scandal with all the corruption you can handle. You'll love this tale of sorrow. Have me on the show tomorrow. Yep. Come on, it's
what's
brilliant.
funny though is every time my kids are like, "Give me some mac and cheese," I think, no,
no, we don't eat that crap in this house anymore.
Throw it in the garbage disposal. Never.
We need to call it something else, like noodles and fromage. It's noodles and fromage from now on.
My littlest one, she would correct me until she, I'd be like, "Fine, I give up. We'll call it that." Valor Motorsports, thanks for the 20 there. The straw causes PTSD. Oh yes, that straw. Tongue acrobatics specialist.
Oh God.
Jesse thinks of the vibe. After a judge reads this, does the judge research himself to see what the stuff is? What happens after a judge reads this? Well, it depends on the judge, really. I mean, the judge can click it. You get a response to it as well.
No, there's no way he's going to research this. No, he's not going to research anything on his own. That is not the way courts work. That is just not the way judges work. Do you know how much work a federal judge
how much they actually have to do? So
he is going to look at that and be like, why do I care about any of this? The only thing he's going to look at is the thing about not allowing the deposition to go forward. And he may or may not say yes or no. We don't know. But the rest of that, he is not going to even consider. It's going to be like if he had a red pen, just imagine him as an angry English teacher, just like crossing off all the irrelevant shit.
There's my
downward facing
tug. So strong. Oh Lord. Dan thinks of the two. Tug. I have to go flush my buckets.
Oh my God.
Eco-friendly, precious. Gross. Chris thanks for the two. So does the judge have to watch the videos now?
No,
watch those.
They are not entered in as evidence. They're literally just put in there as references. He's not going to click on shit.
No. Patricia thanks for the 20. Funny, he doesn't mention in the Fleas coverage of Jeremy. Talks bad about him and his motion. It's a one-way runaway coverage. Yeah, and the fascinating thing is he's also part of that anti-woke What the Hell's media ecosystem. Remember, the lawyer out there isn't just a lawyer. He's actually the one that has been telling us all about it. And he's been reaching out, contacting people to be part of that. I would say that makes him definitely more than a lawyer in this case.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Thanks for the two. Cigar ASMR. That what Clinton did.
Oh, see,
Sorry,
I
not
knew
sorry.
someone was going to say this because when you were saying that, I had that exact thought, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want that cigar."
You didn't want to say that,
and I didn't want to say it because I was like, "No, that's too far. It's too far. Leave it to the audience to pull that."
Of course, of
Oh,
course.
I just that was bad phrasing too. Oh
Bad
man,
middle image. Bad middle image.
I said pull that one out. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Nope.
Go Iron Fist. Thanks for two. Megan, check your email for a song about Bruce.
Okay, will do.
Yeah, you'll have to look that one through for sure.
I will. I'll have to listen to it first. I never play things you
Always.
haven't heard on stream. There was a great song though that somebody wrote on AI the other day called "Blame Jeremy." Did you listen to it?
Yes,
I told you to. Did
Yeah.
you? It was so
It was
good.
funny.
And it's basically like an entire rundown. We might play that tomorrow. It's really funny. An entire list of all the things you can blame Jeremy for. You know, did your alarm not go off? Blame Jeremy. It's so good. It's so good. I'll have to pull that up.
Oh man, I try to blame Jeremy at least 3 times a day. Yeah, myself.
Yes, at least 3 times a day, maybe 4. You know, I got a speeding ticket. Well, it was Jeremy's fault.
You got another check your rider email address too.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Lady Tammy, thanks for the record. Jeremy was calling him Deuce. I added the foreskin because it rhymed with his last name, and he's eggplant. I'm gonna say I
he's
posted
an eggplant.
That Bruce Mackin equal Deuce foreskin, and everyone ran with it. Well, there.
You're not even getting proper credit. Look at this.
I know. It just goes back to that whole blame Jeremy thing, right? You know,
I mean, Jeremy gets all the blame for everything, and it was Lady Tammy who came up. Lady Tammy should be mentioned in this motion.
They should. Suzanne, thanks for the vibe. He likely wore pull-ups. Always last picks for games. Poor little foreskin Pfeiffer. Poor little Pfeiffer. Right, thanks for the 5 there. What did the haters call a boxing match? Bruce. I think Tug, Megan, chakras are beautifully aligned.
We do have our energy in just the right alignment to do this show together.
Indeed,
we get together with every show, we get together in a room with some crystals, and we make sure that the energy is aligned just right. Yep, we do this whole thing. You should see it. It's beautiful.
Man, I told you not to talk about that. Now people will think, they'll think it goes with the cigar MSR. They'll think it's daily dysfunction. Thanks to the two. Do depots have transcripts? Yeah, they actually do.
They do.
Yes, they do indeed. Yep. Becky, thanks for that. For Doug, kiddos, Merry Christmas. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, they are, because I got reminded at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure the little one will wake me up like really early in the morning, like somewhere between 12 and freaking 3. And she reminds me, oh, Christmas is almost here.
Yeah, do you remember what it used to feel like to be that little and that excited about Christmas?
Oh, man, I wish I could go back to that,
Me too, because now I just dread it because there's so much wrapping to do. And it's just, I like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday because it's all about the food and just hanging out with family and football, like that's my favorite thing. Christmas, there's so much expectation with kids, and it's so fraught with, I don't know. I'm just always worried about it.
I like Thanksgiving because, oh my gosh, the food too. Oh, all that good Southern cooking. I have to go home and nap. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
Thanksgiving is always so great. The one thing I don't like about traveling though for Thanksgiving is that I don't have any leftovers because, you know,
Oh,
I'm not going to take
yeah.
leftovers on a 12-hour car ride. So
always good. My,
I'm gonna remake it all. I'm gonna have Thanksgiving dinner again this week, and just so I can have leftovers.
I get leftovers. My mom's always like, I packed you a little extra too. I'm like, heck yeah, you know, that's what I need. I need a little 5 more pounds. What's it gonna hurt?
What's it gonna hurt? I would have like if my family was close, you know, when we go there, it would be no big deal. But yeah, it's
travel.
12, 13-hour drive, so you're not taking leftovers with you.
Travis thinks of 5 there for candy fun. Got to keep them sugared up. Having heart issues lately, but I'm a fighter. But you got to give the candy Christmas. Hey, you take care of yourself, my friend. You know, the one thing that you do, always take care of yourself, my friend. You're at that place. You finally get things going right in your life, brother. Take care of yourself. Love to you, brother. Vanessa, thanks for the 10. Tug, will there be a Go Fife yourself or Umbrella Fife merch for Christmas gift ideas? Go Fife yourself. Funny. Maybe that would be really funny, actually. I like that. Becky, thanks for the 5. Isn't this on Jeremy's land? How did they think they're going to place a memorial?
I don't know. Land? But you know what? Here's the thing. I wouldn't try it if I were them. And I don't, you know, they're putting him in a really bad position too.
Maybe that's the point, you know.
They should not be doing anything on his land. These are people who have dedicated their entire YouTube streams to destroying his life, to spreading falsehoods about him, spreading lies, spreading slander about him. And then they think that he's going to let them just walk onto his property and put up some whatever. It doesn't have anything to do with the person who died anymore. This is about them tweaking him, about them poking him, and it's ridiculous, and they should not do this.
Well, also worrying or crazy people going to try to come on your land and do God knows what. You know, maybe they're using that as cover to do who knows.
To do something else. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't let them on my land. No way.
No way.
There's no way. You know, again,
if somebody the family wanted me to replace the cross and the bows, then I would do that for the $16 it would cost. Then he can do that. But letting these people who have made it their life goal to destroy his business and his life, no, and his relationship, by the way, that is not acceptable. I wouldn't let them get anywhere near my property.
Trying to destroy his physical, as he's talked about, but some physical, you know, and mental health. That's it.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's 100% his land. Silhouette, thanks for 5. It'd be epic if the judge says BBB's nicknames in court.
Oh God, this guy has actually put Deuce Foreskin into the public court record.
Remember when we laughed at like Amber Heard because Amber Turd she brought it into the court record.
She brought it into the court record.
Yeah, and it became this huge thing that she's never managed to shake because of that. Like,
her own attorney thought that was a good idea.
And he thought that he himself said that this was going to get much, much bigger as a case. It's going to be everywhere. And he brought this in himself. So good job with that.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Vanessa, thanks for the 5. Oh, a squirrel. Yeah, indeed. And that's pretty much my live stream summarized. Hey, Megan, did you hear about, squirrel?
Well, can't help it.
Janice, thanks to the dad. I'm going to say twins. Yeah, it's twins there. I can't believe that got through the editor. That's fascinating.
You just say it the way they say it in England, and then no one knows what you're saying. Do you know how they say it in England?
How do they do that?
Twat.
Oh. Yeah.
Which is not how we say it here, so it skips the out.
It sounds weird when I make an sound. It doesn't flow. You know,
they make fun of us the way we say it. They're like, "What are you even saying? That's not the word."
They claimed Jeremy was hiding in the bushes, spying on the fence, people. What? Jeremy
Yeah.
and George were in Orlando all weekend when the fence was started. Silly people.
You know, that was another thing they said they had proof of. They said they had footage of him hiding in the bushes. Where the hell is the footage?
Hiding in the bushes. Mm.
It's weird. They keep saying they have footage of things, and then those things never materialize.
They
You
just
would
make
think
some
that
of the
you think that their audience would figure it out eventually, but they don't appear to be very high IQ people who
seems
watch this thing.
like a cool Southerner already. Though he can like blend into the scenery, and Madam Mayor's stomping around out there. Man, they make this place sound really cool sometimes.
Yeah, is Jeremy in a ghillie suit? He's like,
No, oh no, look over there. Jeremy's camouflaged his mud today.
like, no, that's really just a mud puddle.
Yeah, that's really mud. Like, oh well, well, if you stare and you squint hard enough, I think it's Jeremy. Maw. I always like that too. Maw. Thanks for Bob. The memorial was never a subject before. All of a sudden it is now. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
because
That's the thing.
just,
Anything
you want to talk about
weaponized.
making up a storyline, creating drama out of nothing. A couple of bows blew off a tree during 2 hurricanes, and now suddenly it's blame Jeremy. I swear to God.
If that's what happened, I mean, we don't fucking know. I mean, again, like you said, there are people up there. Who the hell knows? Create maybe their own. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Screw Deuce. I'm a self-described Megan lover. That's John there. There
Thanks,
you
John.
go.
Appreciate
Oh,
that.
man. Donna, thanks for the 2. Voicemail message. I'll pay for that.
That would be funny.
I would hey there for a few people. First 2 people to hit me up. Oh, hey there in there. Lars, thanks for the super chat. I'm terrible with different currencies out of the US, so I'm not.
It's a Danish something.
Yeah. DKK. I don't even know. It's a super chat. And hello from Denmark. Thank you very much. Props to you again from Backwater, Tennessee. Kinks. Thanks for the 10 there. Professional. Very professional. K-Rab. Thanks for the 5 giftos, my friend. Thank you. What's up, K-Rab? I hope you're doing good, by the way. There's somebody been around a long time, too. Appreciate you, K-Rab. Jackie Blue. Thanks for the 2. Please tell folks, Jeremy has stayed CTIC.
CITC is not what? I don't know what this means.
Could that be clarified?
Can somebody tell us what this means?
Maybe my brain is.
By the way, the patron saint of breadsticks and whiskey has entered the chat for the blessing of the super chat reading. Just in case anyone needs a blessing, you're getting super chats. Be blessed. Okay, there you go. Christmas in the creek.
Said, oh, it's not his. Has said, maybe.
Has said, please tell folks, Jeremy has stated Christmas in the Creek
maybe.
Is not his?
I don't know.
I don't get it. They are doing Christmas in the Creek.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's the towns. Well, he's doing it with the towns.
It's the towns. I see.
He's collecting presents for the Christmas in the Creek that people are sending in, etc. But it's
yeah. But it's
organized by the town.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Thank you too. It took a minute. Sorry. It took a moment. But Megan, thankfully, I have my translating device for super chats. Wills. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for the 10 there. Please take this to spread a little cheer. What is a tough time? Have fun, Tuglets. Yeah, indeed. Well, you know what?
I love the Tuglets.
I do. I love that too. Well, it's almost, again, we're going to have fun all through December. So like I said, if you look at the holiday moments and you think, first of all, if you think you're alone during this, you are not. You are always welcome here. You're always welcome Megan's channel. We do stuff all the time. You are definitely invited. In fact, these are your channels. So we love you there. Weezy Wheels, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships as well. Thank you. Appreciate that. That hits every one of them too. Thank you. You got anything you want to add? Actually, I will add one thing at the end. Tomorrow, we will be on Megalodonus's channel, and it will be a fun one. It will be a night to really remember. Oh, it's going to be good.
And there will be an exclusive Rumble-only portion of the stream, which means that I've got some good stuff for you.
You mean it's going to be super fun times is what that means.
Super fun. We will start on YouTube. We will finish on Rumble. And there will be hilarity. There will be music. There will be laughter. And there will be loofahs. And you don't want to know right now.
There will be. Oh, God. Oh, no.
It's going to make you want to take a shower. But after I tell you what I'm going to tell you, you're not going to want to look at a loofah again.
Yeah. You'll want to take a shower, but you want to use a wash rag.
Yes, there will be mockery aplenty. There will be plenty of mockery, and bring your breadstick money because you're going to need it. I will be begging for most of the stream, as is my. But I will be delivering though much entertainment for those breadsticks. There will be memes. There will be AI. There will be so much entertainment.
I know a bit of what's happening tomorrow, and it's going to be something. It will be fun. But anyway, we are ended tonight. I appreciate you folks. Definitely catch us there tomorrow, and we will see you.
Bye.